You enter a very high win rate trade setup. Everything looks perfect. Fair value gaps, market structure shift, displacement candles, everything is aligned. And as expected, the trade reaches your target. But sometimes you enter a very similar setup, almost identical to the previous one, and this time the trade goes in the opposite direction and hits your stop loss. Have you ever wondered why this happens? The main reason is simple. You are not considering the overall market bias. For example, let's say you take an intraday long setup using the 15-minute and 5-minute charts. But if the market bias on the 4-hour and 1-hour charts is bearish, then the probability of that trade failing is much higher. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to identify the market bias step by step, using real chart examples. Then, I'll explain how to use optimal trade entry levels based on Fibonacci values as an exception to the market bias. And finally, I'll show you how to identify key daily levels and liquidity areas. If you find this helpful, I'd really appreciate your support. Just hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. So now, let's move into today's lesson. This is a 15-minute BTC chart. As you can see, we have a liquidity sweep to the downside, followed by a strong bullish displacement move. The candles have created a nice bullish fair value gap. A green candle has closed above the previous swing high, so we have a market structure shift. This is an ideal SMC setup for a long entry. But in a situation like this, we should not rush to take an entry. Before that, we need to check the current market bias using higher timeframes. Since we are on the 15-minute chart, the higher timeframes would be the 1-hour and 4-hour charts. So let's move to the 1-hour chart. As you can see, price has made lower highs and lower lows, so the 1-hour trend is clearly bearish. Now let's move to the 4-hour chart. This chart also shows a clear bearish trend, lower highs and lower lows. So the current market bias is bearish. Even though we have a 15-minute structure that looks like a perfect long setup, the higher timeframes are telling a different story. Since this setup is not aligned with the current market bias, the probability is very high that this trade may fail. Let's see what happens next. Price drops suddenly, creating a new bearish fair value gap. Now we have an inverse fair value gap short setup, perfectly aligned with the market bias. Let's move to the 5-minute chart. You can see this gives us a 1 to 2.6 risk to reward short entry. Here, we used the market bias from higher timeframes to make the right decision. Now let's look at another example. In this 15-minute chart, we can see a bullish setup, a liquidity sweep, a fair value gap, and a market structure shift. A perfect bullish setup towards the next liquidity level. But before entering, we check the higher timeframes. On the 1-hour chart, we see higher highs and higher lows. On the 4-hour chart, we see the same bullish structure. Everything is aligned. Now, we can enter the trade with confidence. After price reaches the target, we get this new structure, a liquidity sweep above the previous swing high, followed by a move down, creating a bearish structure. On the 5-minute chart, we see two fair value gaps. Price returns to these areas, takes internal liquidity, and moves down again. It looks like a short opportunity. But when we check the higher time frames, the market is still bullish. So normally, we would avoid this trade. But here, we have an important exception. If we look at this entire 4-hour structure, this is the bullish range we are working with, and this is the previous range. Now, let's go to the Tools section in TradingView and select the Fibonacci Retracement tool. Then set it from the swing high to the swing low of this previous 4-hour range to view the retracement levels. Now pay close attention here. On the 4-hour chart, price has reached the level between 0.618 and 0.786. This area is known as the optimal trade entry zone in the Smart Money Concepts framework. And this is a very important level, because when price reaches this zone, the probability of a reversal becomes significantly higher. But here's the key point. Just reaching the optimal trade entry zone is not enough. We still need confirmation. We need to see strong price action or a valid setup in the direction of the reversal. And here on the 15-minute chart, we can clearly see that confirmation. So in a situation like this, even though the overall market bias is in the opposite direction, because price has reached the optimal trade entry zone and is showing a clear reaction, this becomes a valid trade opportunity. And as you can see, price later reaches the target exactly as expected. It doesn't matter how good your entry is if you don't know where to take profits. To do that, you need to mark key levels on the chart. Now let's talk about how to find key levels in the market. This is very simple. We do this in 4 steps. First, mark higher time frame swing highs and swing lows, where price clearly reverses. Second, mark support and resistance levels. If there are multiple touch points, draw a line or a zone that covers most of them. Only mark levels that are close to the current price, otherwise your chart will become messy. Third, mark the previous day's high and low. These levels are very important in smart money trading. Finally, mark order blocks, breaker blocks, mitigation blocks, and fair value gaps from higher time frames. If you are trading on lower time frames like 1 minute, you should also include 15-minute levels. Now, let's quickly walk through an example. Now, here I am on the weekly chart. This is where the current price is. First, I will mark this swing high and swing low, and here we have a resistance level. And here we have a support level. You can see we have 3 endpoints here. Now let's move to the daily chart. Here we can adjust the levels we marked from the weekly chart and also add new levels. We can add a new level here and another one here. This level has acted as a strong support. And here we have a resistance level. If there are many touch points and they are not exactly at the same level, try to draw the line to cover most of those touch points. Also, let's mark the high and low of the previous daily candle using a different color. Now, let's move to the 4-hour chart. If you're adding new support, resistance, or swing levels on the 4-hour and 1-hour charts, make sure to use a different color. Support and resistance levels from the weekly and daily charts are much stronger than those from the 4-hour and 1-hour charts. Using different colors will help you easily recognize that difference. We can add a new 4-hour level here and another level here. You can also see we have an order block here. Let's mark that. We also have a 4-hour fair value gap. Let's mark that using a lighter color. Now let's move to the 1-hour chart. Here, adjust the previous levels if needed and mark a few more levels. Now we can move to the 15-minute chart and look for setups. You don't have to keep all these levels visible all the time. Sometimes they can make it difficult to clearly see chart setups, so we can use TradingView's object tree to organize them. From the right-hand side of the screen, select the Object Tree and Data Window icon. Then select your drawings and create a group. Let's name the group Levels. Then add all the drawings to that group. After that, you can make the group visible or invisible whenever you want. You can even create multiple groups for different categories, such as daily and weekly levels, 1-hour and 4-hour levels, and order blocks. So that's all for this lesson. If you apply what you learned today, you will be able to significantly increase the win rate of your trades. If you found this video helpful, please support the channel by liking and subscribing. Also, share this video with your friends in the trading community. If you want to follow my trade setups, join my free Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon with a new video.